by Smart. Paul with the screen for Crawford. Paul passes to Crawford. Clock at 6. Tries again.
And really, after that strong first half, he has been in quite the tailspin.
Here's Beasley. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Chris Paul. That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for 2.
And so he makes both from the line. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Paul kicks to Crawford. Pass to Aldridge. The feed to Paul. Smith sets the pick for Paul. And it's Smith, top of the key. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Smith's got 12 points in just the second half. Now here's Smart, defended by Paul. Beasley with a clean look. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Clippers trail by 19. Pass to Pierce. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Smart.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Shot from 12. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Paul. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Smart kicks to Granger. Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Smart.
Marcus
And the
Smart.
Kings lead by 19.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Kicks it out to Crawford. And it's the Clippers scoring again. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Beasley right side. Here's Smart. Cans it from downtown.
Marcus Smart.
Smart's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
On the wing, Granger, guarded by Crawford. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Granger. Granger can't get that one to fall. Clippers trail by 20. Here's Smith, plenty of space. Rebounded by Smart. Smart's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He kicks it to Beasley. Granger outside. That 3 off the mark.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Smart dishes to Cauley-Stein. Moreland kicks to Smart. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
Griffin's checked in for Smith.
And, you know, the NBA loves to experiment with different rules in different ways. The D-League last season used international rules for goaltending. And that small change makes a huge impact on the defensive end.
Here's Griffin. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. In their next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. And for the international rules of goaltending, players are allowed to touch the ball after it hits the iron, even if it is over the cylinder.
I'm not sure if the NBA is going to adapt that rule, but I think it wouldn't be a big deal to adapt it because there aren't a lot of times that play happens in the game. I think it would be a small percentage of those plays over the course of the season.
And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Griffin with the steal. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Inside, Kid Gilchrist.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
Sacramento making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Cauley Stein, and Julius Randle subbed in for Smart. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings, and that one's good. That's 10 points for Julius Randle.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Paul passes to Crawford. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Crawford's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Russell with it. Ball stolen. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Griffin a screen on Russell. Crawford outside. Crawford missing again.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
The offensive rebound. Randle. Great D that time from Griffin.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Yeah, the NBA Development League now celebrating its 15th anniversary and a lot of change over that time. None of the original 8 teams still playing in their original locations. Still, it's only growing. And I think we'll see it grow to 30 teams before long.
Paul outside, back to Griffin. They double team Griffin. He feeds it to Crawford. Crawford with another miss. Kings leading now by 23. Greg, you're talking about the D-League. Not really a moneymaker yet, but it's really benefited. Clark, the NBA in so many ways.
Clearly has, Kevin, a place to train new players, officials, and executives or management, a way to test out possible rule changes. I think building revenue is the focus, though, and the players make a small salary, but the NBA Developmental League is helping the NBA be better.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Looking to end his cold spell, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there. And Sacramento has possession.
The Kings with a timeout.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. And Mbah-a-Moute's checked in for Aldridge. Johnson comes in for Paul Pierce. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. Sacramento leading by 21. And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for.
Embiid with a screen on Johnson. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And one thing about Ben McLemore, he can be an absolute lights-out shooter. Last season was a big improvement over his rookie campaign. Up in field goal, three-point, and free throw accuracy. Really just scratching the surface in terms of his potential.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Cole Aldrich is checked in for Mbah-a-Moute. Pierce comes in for Johnson. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Paul subbed in for Austin Rivers.
Blake Griffin doing all sorts of things. He's got 12 rebounds, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
And for Ben McLemore out of Kansas, he knew he had to work harder after the Kings drafted a guy to replace him in Nick Stauskas. And, of course, Stauskas went on to have Clark an even worse rookie campaign than McLemore had the year before.
Yeah, and McLemore actually on the uptick, very much improving in year 2, and that means perhaps Stauskas will be the odd man out.
Randall no good.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Kings leading now by 23. There's 1:38 left in the fourth. Embiid with a screen on Pierce. Goes up on the wing. In for his 7th make in 13 tries.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Sacramento.
Clark, what do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
Simply field goal percentage. They shot the ball much better than the opponent.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
Greg, they've got one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they'll use this as a jumping-off point to take another game off them later in the year. At least that's the plan.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Embiid. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Crawford dishes to Paul. Cans the shot with nobody near him. And here now the Kings. Russell kicks to Randall. Embiid sets the pick for Randall. Rebound by Aldridge. Kidd-Gilchrist against Paul. Outside Pierce. Wide open. No good. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one.